Welcome back to another edition of our presentation, and we have another question on the board that need to be solved. The question reads, the question says, find the equation of the lamp passing through the points A, -1, -2, and B, 3, 0. Remember, the question says we should find the equation. So let's get started. Now, we firstly have to identify certain things in the given question. We firstly have to identify the first value as our x1 and the second value as our y1. And in B, we have to identify our x2 and our y2. After we have done this, it said that we should find the equation. But before finding the equation, I'm firstly going to use the slope formula. We need to find the gradient. The gradient formula is represented by m as the solution. We say m is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. This is the formula we are going to use because we first have to find the gradient. The gradient or the slope is represented by letter m. So we're going to say m is equal to, I am now going to substitute the value. We have y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So anywhere I see the value of y2, I'm going to replace it here, right? So the value of y2 is 0. I'm going to say 0 minus y1 is minus 2, right? -2. Okay. The next thing, I'm going to also do the same thing. I'm going to substitute the value of x1 and x2 into the formula. So I'm going to say this is x2 and this is x2. So x2 is 3. Let's say 3 minus this minus are here, right? So x1 is -1. And I'm going to say m is equal to 0. Negative times negative is positive. So just plus 2 divided by 3. Negative times negative is positive plus 1, right? So I'm going to say m is equal to 0 plus 2 is just 2 divided by 3 plus 1 is 4. So when you say 2 into yourself 1 time and 2 into 4 2 times. So m is just equal to, the gradient is just equal to 1 over 2. This is the answer for the gradient. But the question has been restricted. The question says we should find the equation, not the gradient. We should find the equation. So now to find the equation, going to use a formula that says y minus y1 is equal to the gradient, parenthesis open, x minus x1. This is the formula I'm going to use to find the equation. Now, when you say y minus, the value of y1 here is what? -2. So I'm going to put -2 here is equal to m, which represents the gradient, is just half, right? 1 over 2. So I'm going to represent it by 1 over 2, parenthesis open, x, when I say x, minus, the value for x1 is what? In the given question, the value of x1 is just -1. So -1, right? -1. So So I'm going to say y negative times negative is positive. Negative times negative is positive. I'm going to get plus 2 is equal to, bracket open, 1 over 2, bracket open, x negative times negative is positive plus 1. The next thing I'm going to do is this. I'm going to find the LCD, the least common denominator. I'm going to find what we call the LCD, the least common denominator. It's just 2, right? So I'm just going to do 2 right here. Sorry for the space. We need 2 right here as our LCD. We're going to use 2 right here as our LCD. We're going to use 2. So 2 times y will just give me 2y. 2 times 2 is 4. Is equal to 1 over 2 times 2. We'll just cancel this and this. We'll let way where just 1 time in a number is just the same, right? So we get x plus 1. I hope you understand it. Here we find the LCD. We find the LCD, least common denominator. Is what 2, right? So don't forget, this 2 here, we'll place it outside, which means this 2 is affecting all the numbers in the parentheses. So 2 times y give us 2y plus 2 times 2 give us 4 is equal to 1 over 2. We just cancel these 2 because they are the same. And we just brought down the entire question here, x plus 1, right? So now, when you say 2y, we're going to call it like terms. 2y, let's send x across. X here is positive. When it leaves from behind the equal sign and come in from, it becomes negative. So we have minus x is equal to 1. The 4 here is positive. 4 here is positive. When you go across, it becomes negative. Becomes minus 4. Therefore, we have 2y minus x is equal to minus 3. So we should find the equation. So now I'm going to say 2y minus x. The 3 here is what? This is negative 3. When it comes across, it just becomes positive 3, right? So we get plus 3, which just be equal to 0. So this becomes our final answer. This becomes our final answer. So this is our answer. Thank you very much.